Hello everyone, my name is Njidda Salifu and I am participating in Google Summer of Code 2025 under the OpenMRS organization. This is my midterm project presentation for improved audit logging in OpenMRS. Here is what I will cover in this short presentation. I will give a quick introduction and goal of the project, what I've achieved so far, followed by a short demo, and what I plan to do next, and finally a word of thanks to OpenMRS. The project context: Hibernate Envers is a module that helps track changes to database records automatically by storing historical versions of entities in database tables. And since OpenMRS Platform 2.7.0, OpenMRS is using Hibernate Envers to keep track of code operations, that is, create, update, and delete operations in the system. However, there is no UI to visualize these logs. Hence, these logs remain hidden and they are hard to access by users. And that is where my project comes in, which is to expose, filter, and present those logs effectively. And the project goal is to visualize and manage the audit logs in OpenMRS via a module. And what is the project so far? Over the last 6 weeks, we have implemented dynamic discovery of audited entities in OpenMRS system using Java Reflection API. We have built a front-end UI to browse these audit logs. We have added some filters, like you can browse logs by user, the date range, and the entity. We've added some pagination and sorting of those logs. And what is coming next is to polish the filtering and UI with auto suggestions. We will also expose the audit logs over REST APIs for external system to access these logs. We will also add support for event logging, which is not supported natively by Hibernate Envers. And we will increase the test coverage and finalize the module documentation for future maintenance and contribution. And let us look at a short demo. So here I have prepared two OpenMRS server instances, one with Hibernate Envers enabled and another Hibernate Envers not enabled. And in both servers, I have deployed my audit log module. So this is the server where Hibernate Envers is enabled, and you can see the module is deployed. So here I can check for logs per entity first. I can check per patient, so I can see like changes that happen to the patient entity, so by the user. And when I click on one of those to see the details, I'm going to see this was a record was added event, and it was for this entity that's a patient, and it was done by a user called doctor on the 7th of July. And we can see, because it is a new patient creation, there's no old value, we have just new values. And we can also get all the logs for the user, for admin user, without selecting the entity, or with selecting the entity, we can get all the logs. We can also get all the logs in the system without just by the date range. So I want to get all the logs from June 1st till the date of today in the system. So I'm going to see all of the logs, and as we can see, there are a lot of them, and you can see the user. So we have the doctor, the admin, and these logs are sorted by the change event, like the date they are changed. So yes, you can see there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Yeah. And yeah, that is it. And now let us look at what happens in an OpenMRS instance where Hibernate Envers is not enabled. So I have this server and Hibernate Envers is not enabled. So I'm going to log in as an admin. My model is already deployed here, and I can try to access that. I will see the UI. However, when I try to access any entity, I'm greeted with this. So audit logging not found, not enabled in this server. So I give instruction on how to enable Open Hibernate Envers on the server instance. Yeah, and that is it. That is it so far, and thank you for watching. Thanks to OpenMRS community, thanks to Google Summer of Code, and thanks to my mentors Wikum and Manoj, and thank you all for being amazing. See you next time in September.